Hello guys, I am Andrea from Cuoredicioccolato. Yes, Cuoredicioccolato is the name of my channel. Today we can make together the pasturma thanks to our friends, I should read it, Arthur Seiginian. Thank you Arthur, because he gave me this recipe more than 4, maybe 5 years ago. Finally I can make it. So for this kind of recipe you need the beef. What kind of beef? Some piece of meat without fat and without skin. I'm using at the moment Veal Loin beef. You can use also roast beef, any piece of muscle without any white part. So before I take the meat with my sharper knife, I clean the meat, I remove all the skin, all the white part, and also some pieces with the blood. The leftover is here. Please don't throw the big piece of meat you can use for a stew. The other one you can clean very well and use for make the pitina, that is spectacular too. After, I cut the meat in 3 pieces. More or less here we have 1 kilogram, 0.7, 1 kilogram, 0.8 of meat. If you know a good butcher, you can ask the meat directly to him. Now I will spread a little bit of black pepper, put some bay leaves, and cover everything with the salt. With this quantity of meat, 400-450 grams of sea salt without iodium will be perfect. You put the meat in the bag, the salt, the meat, the salt, the meat, the salt. After the salt is all over the meat, you can decide what kind of shape you will give to your meat. So decide how to move it. I will put like this because I prefer to have round meat, but up to you. After you put in a tray like this, with something heavy on the top. Now for 48 hours, something heavy should be on the top of our meat, and we should store the meat in the fridge. So see you in a few days. After 48 hours, we should remove the meat from the salt. Like you can notice, the meat release a lot of juice. So now we wash the meat with running water, and after we put the meat in a jar with cold water to release the extra salt that is inside the meat. And we should wait 2 hours. You can store your jar in the fridge. After 2 hours in the cold water, we remove the meat from the water. We throw the water, and now is the time to hang our meat to dry for 3/5 days in the fridge. Depends on the kind of fridge that you have. But because I want to give a kick to my meat, I will wash the meat with homemade beer. This is tropical IPA. You find the recipe here on the channel. I wash the meat, I soak the meat 5 minutes in the beer, and after I hang in the fridge. I hang it in the fridge. See you in 3/5 days. After 5 days, the meat is ready to be covered with the spices. Don't worry, I will put the list of the spices under the video, in the comment of the video, and when I will have time, I will write also the recipe on my website. But if you miss some ingredient, you can write me in the comment, don't worry. 60 grams of fenugreek, 60 grams of sweet paprika, 6 grams of black pepper that I ground it fresh, 4 grams of chili powder, 4 grams of cumin powder, 6 grams of sea salt, 20 grams of garlic. There are 3 or 4 cloves. I grained them. And 150 grams of water that you can add little by little, maybe 2-3 times. You mix everything very well until you have this kind of cream. Now with this cream made with the spices, we need to cover our meat. The advice is to cover it with a thickness of 1 centimeter, more or less, that is ½ inch. Cover everything very well, because the function of these spices is the same function of the gut of the salami casing, to protect the meat. Now that all the meat is covered, we wet our fingers and we make it more nice. Doing this, you can also check if some piece is not covered properly. We should hang like this at room temperature for at least 8 hours. Remember to close very well near the string. And tomorrow morning I will put them in the fridge. So tonight don't wake up to check your cold cut. Don't worry, you can sleep without any problem. The only things, remember that if you have a cat or dog at home, be careful. Or if you hang outside, be careful, you can cover with the net to avoid that some insect will step on them. So see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. The smell is already spectacular. Now I put them in the fridge. After 30 days, we can taste it. If you remember, when I started at the beginning, we start with 1.8 kilogram of meat. Now we have 0.8 kilogram. The first time that you use your fridge is always a surprise. For example, this kind of fridge dry super fast, so maybe in 2 weeks the meat was ready, but I have no time to check it, sorry. So now I will cut some slices and we can taste it. Spectacular. You can taste all the spices, little bit salty, but the right amount will be perfect with a slice of bread and with homemade beer. But after I will go to the gym, so it's not the right moment for an appetizer or aperitivo. Okay guys, only 2 things, but before I encourage you to subscribe to the channel, to leave me a like it, watch and share this video with your friends. 2 things. One thing, last year we published the homemade liquor book. This year we will publish the homemade cold cuts or made salami book. So let us know down in the comment if you like it, and also what kind of title we can give to our book, because in English it's a little bit complicated every time. Second things, if happen also this to you, that the fridge is drying the meat super fast, you can solve the problem. After that is dry, you store in a plastic bag like this, or you can vacuum it. The humidity that is inside will go everywhere in the meat and also on the crust, on the spices that we put it. And you can store in the fridge for another month or 2 months. So you can cut one in 60 days and the other in 90 days. Remember, if you try to make it, let us know down in the comment. Thank you, Arthur, for this recipe. Bye bye. Spectacular.